Oh shit. Hello? Anyone? You? No? Revive? Someone? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I guess. No one can revive me. Alright. Shit.
We have lost control.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks for clicking on this video or any other video of mine. I really appreciate the support, or just the fact that you guys want to listen to my thoughts on the matter. And obviously this was going to be about the Battlefield beta overall experience. Yeah, it took me a little bit because, well, they delayed the game, so why not? I delayed the video. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of stuff. If you see my last video, you understand why. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I just want to get into this review in a way. It's just my overall thoughts on the beta. So overall, it's positive. I enjoyed the beta. I had fun playing the beta. I played it with different friends. Obviously, my main, the main person that I played with most of the time was Timodos, but my other friends joined in as well. Even my friends that, you know, came back just to get back on the Xbox just to play COD, they even downloaded the open beta. So obviously this one had kind of like two betas in a way, because the first beta that unlocked was for pre-orders and EA access and stuff, and then after that happened, a couple days later they opened it up, and yeah, they had a little bit of server issues, like they always do, but it wasn't too bad because I did eventually get on that same day. As like compared to last time, I think Battlefield 1, I couldn't get on for like a whole day, so I had to wait the following day. But I thought it was a good experience overall, and listening to their feedback as well was really refreshing because they saw it from a different point of view. Most of the time, the thing that they said the most was, wow, these graphics are amazing, oh, this looks really cool, wow, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. And for me, that's normal. Battlefield games always look good to me. Obviously, as the years progress, they get better. And I mean, they get closer to PC. Obviously, I play on console. And then the craziness that's happening in the world, I'm so used to that because of how I play Battlefield. There's tanks, there's planes, houses exploding, and all that stuff. So for me, that's all normal. So I had fun with the game overall, but that doesn't mean that it didn't have its issues. Obviously, they still have problems with weapons, with gun balancing and stuff like that. They had lag, they had rubber banding, they had bugs. One in particular that was really annoying, and I had to tell my friends when we would revive each other and stuff, was when you go to revive your squad mate or whatever, if you hold down the X button, you switch guns while you're reviving them. I think that is really dumb. They need to fix that, or like change it up a little bit or something. I mean, the fact that you're reviving somebody, it should negate the fact that you're trying to take their weapon. That should automatically, like, they need to fix that in the coding. But anyway, if you just tap it instead of holding the X, then you won't trade weapons. So I kept telling everybody that after I figured it out. I was just like, okay, just tap it and we'll revive each other, but don't hold it because then we'll switch weapons, which is annoying when, you know, all of a sudden you end up with a sniper. But anyway, so that was the main issue that was annoying. But anyway, yeah, they had other stuff, and I do see why they delayed the game overall. They have a lot of stuff to work on, and I do like that they're listening a lot to the feedback that everyone has, and they're actually falling back a little bit with a lot of the stuff that they said initially when they revealed the game, with a lot of the customization and a lot of the changes that they've done that made it seem like it didn't feel like a World War II game, and if it did, it was an alternate universe type of stuff. So I think they're going back on that. I'm not going to get into the whole politics of what EA, DICE, and they're all going through, but because I care about the game. So overall, the game for me is what matters. If I enjoy it, if I'm having fun with it, if they're listening to us and they're making these changes, then that's what I care about. So overall, I thought the UI was really nice. It was very simple and straightforward. They might add stuff to that menu system or whatever, but you know, you have your when you play, you can play multiplayer, you can play campaign. They're gonna probably have co-op section or whatever. You go to your company. I don't understand why they have your company and armory. It's basically the same thing. Obviously, with your company, you do have the ability to have your characters change, which they didn't have that in the beta. But the fact that the armory and some of the company does the same thing, I think that's kind of weird that they do that. They probably should have armory inside your company stuff, but whatever. I know why your company is there. It has your characters, it has your classes, it has your weapons, it has your vehicles, so it has everything. I don't know. I mean, armory is just an extra side menu. It's not really necessary in my opinion. But anyway, I mostly played Conquest because they did have Grand Operations, which I made the mistake of going into that by myself, and I did not enjoy it at all. So I'll wait until the game comes out, and then I'll play it with some more people. Because when I did play with my friends, we just went to Conquest, because that is my favorite. I know exactly like how to explain things if they don't know how to play it. I know what's happening. With Grand Operations was a little bit different because you have different objectives. You drop down, which is a little bit different. It kind of feels like Rush as well. So I didn't want to get into that whole debacle. So yeah, my experience with Grand Operations wasn't that great. And then Conquest was awesome. I like it a lot. They did have 2 maps for you to go on. Arc something, which is a snow map, and Rudder Down, which I like that one a lot because it has buildings and everything. So I like the maps a lot. It's just that they seem very small compared to what I'm used to in other Battlefields. So maybe when the game comes out, they'll have different sizes. Hopefully they'll have some bigger maps. Yeah, but these 2 in particular, they seem kind of small, but I did enjoy them overall. Like I said, graphically the game looks good because my friends kept pointing that out. I don't really harp on that when it's a beta. I just wait until the full game is out to actually comment on that stuff. But I did like a lot of the destruction and details I did have in the world when you were in the tank exploding stuff or using the V1 rocket stuff and you see everything crumbling. I like the details on that, destroying the houses and everything. Yeah, I don't know whether that was full destruction in the beta, but it looked good. So if they have even more than that when the game comes out, that's nice. Sound. The sound in the game is messed up. They really need to fix that. Obviously, I'm talking about the beta. The sound in the beta was horrible. First, sometimes you couldn't even hear the person right next to you shooting. So I would look over and see my friend shooting over there at someone, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's a bad guy over there. And then they would say, yeah, I'm shooting at someone. I didn't hear their gun at all going off. I just saw it going off, so that's bad. Sometimes when people are shooting, you hear them like on the left side shooting at you when really they're behind you or something. So like, I don't know if it was the indicator that was off. Actually, I don't think it was the indicator, because when they did shoot me from behind, they were behind me, but I would hear them on the left side. Like, so that audio's messed up. I don't know what's happening there, but they need to tweak that, because usually Battlefield is really good with that stuff. When buildings are being destroyed, when there's a tank rolling by, when you hear people running around you, when you hear planes flying over you, like all that stuff is usually on point. But it wasn't in this beta. It seemed very out of whack. So I really hope that they fix that and they listen to the community. Gunplay was really good. I like the mechanics on that. It felt really nice. It felt fluid. It felt like, you know, what I was trying to do, shoot and survive, like everything was working out. Obviously, like I said, gun balancing is an issue. So some guns fell off because 1 minute they did a lot of damage, but then you use them again and they weren't. I don't know, I guess it depends. So they have to work on that balancing. So yeah, sometimes the guns felt powerful than other times, and you know, that's just on one gun. So they need to mess with that stuff a little bit. They did have, was it four guns, I think, for each class, and there's 4 classes obviously. They didn't go into full customization, but I mean, they did have that stuff available to you. I guess it depends how long you played that you can unlock most of it. I like the upgrade system. It just looks like more positive. Like most of the time it's just like you upgrade your weapon and it got better and better every time because you could put different things on it. And I don't know how that's gonna translate later on to new players, because we're all gonna be putting hours into it and upgrading our weapons, so they're gonna be better than when you start the game. So the newbies are not gonna have those upgrades, which would seem they're all good. There's like no negative to the upgrades. The only thing that is different is that you get 2 upgrades and then it splits off. So then you could choose which way you want to go. Whether, like, I'll give you an example. You want that gun to be more better for up close, or you want that gun to be better for distance. So like stuff like that, they just give you the option on that, which, I mean, once you go that route, if I want my gun to be more for close range, I can't mess with it because that's permanent upgrade. So I would have to have another class to go the other route, I guess you would say. So that is kind of weird on that. I don't know exactly if they're going to change that or anything, but I did like it because once I picked my route, I was happy with the choices. But again, those are upgrades, so it made my gun better than somebody that's just jumping into the game for the first time. So they're going to have the basic stuff on their gun. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes later on. Another thing I'll mention, since I mentioned like the whole UI and everything like that, and the company and the armory, which is once you get these upgrades, these customizations to your guns and unlocks, and you get a new gun, you can't do that stuff in game. You have to back out with your squad to go equip that gun, to upgrade that gun, to customize that gun. So that is a bit annoying. I don't understand why you can't do that in between games. Maybe they could fix that, maybe they could add that later on, but as it stands in the beta, you have to back out to do that stuff, and that is annoying. You also have to back out to get assignments. That's a side note, because I didn't even have that in the notes, but I just remembered. So yeah, that's a little annoying, and it could destroy the flow of you guys playing. And obviously, battlefield matches are long, so instead of backing out and then somebody having to say, well, okay, I'm done, I don't know, usually we just keep going to the next match until everybody's done. So that is kind of odd that you have to back out. So yeah, I don't know, they need to fix that definitely. But I am enjoying a lot of the new features that they have in the game. Like little simple stuff, the way you lay down. You can lay down sideways, back, front. So that's a small little thing. I really enjoy that. Squad revivals are amazing. When people are just support and they're in your squad, they can still grab you. Even if it takes a little bit longer, it doesn't matter. Still really good. Something I noticed when I was medic, that they mentioned before in the review, I think it was, that you could drag somebody away and then revive them, which I didn't see that at all. It doesn't tell me that. When I'm a medic, I just revive people faster. Obviously, I also have the smoke grenade, so that helps me with cover, but I didn't see any prompt to dragging people away and then reviving them. I didn't see that at all, so I don't know if they're just acting like they never said that, or if they're gonna add that later on. I don't know. That is a little sketchy though. I do like the medic packs that you throw at someone, or that you take, the ammo packs that you could throw at someone, the rolling mechanics and stuff like that, with all the animations, the moving animations. I like all that stuff. That stuff is new. What is it called? I think these are reinforcements when the squad leader calls in, more supplies, or the big tank boy, or the V1 rocket. I like that as well. I think it is kind of odd though that once I call in that V1 rocket and I get all those kills, that's just me. I think that the squad should also get some assistance or some points for that as well, because if it wasn't for my squad, I wouldn't have those kills. So that is kind of odd. When I did get kills with the V1, I was like, hey, did you guys get anything? And they were like, nope, we didn't get any points, we didn't get any kills or any. So I thought that was really weird. So that just makes it seem like the squad leader is the better player or something. I don't know. They need to fix that too. Grenades seem very nice, powerful enough, not OP in my opinion. I didn't see anybody complaining about them. I like throwing them back at people. I don't think I got to shoot them out of the sky, but I think I saw someone did it. So yeah, the grenades are really good in my opinion. I don't see an issue with that. What else? When it comes to the tanks, they seem kind of wonky, but I think they could work on that. I don't think they were fully balanced either. One moment they seem awesome and powerful, the next minute they seem slow and like they did okay damage. So they probably need to work on that too. Like again, like I mentioned in the beginning, I understand why they delayed this game, and even though I had fun with the beta, I can see a lot of the flaws in it. So, what else? Okay, let's get into this part, which is still very sketchy to me. I don't know how I feel about it yet. And I thought that after playing the beta, I would know if I like this or not, but I'm still not sure. I think my friends know exactly what I'm talking about, and that is the fortification, the building aspect. I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't belong... I don't feel like it belongs in Battlefield, but it doesn't bother me that much unless I'm actually seeing people build or I'm building myself. Then I'm like, what the heck? So it kind of slows me down a little bit, but I understand why it's there. I mean, it does help when you're on that point and you're defending, so I see the good points of it. And I mean, yeah, you get points, so it's like you're still doing stuff, because you don't have to get kills, you don't have to capture points just to get that that win. You could also build and fortify that location to help us. So that's nice, and maybe it's not for me. Maybe I don't have to stand there and build and fortify stuff, but if my teammates want to do that, that option is there. I just think it's so weird because it doesn't feel like it belongs in Battlefield. So I still might like have a little gripe with that. So yeah, you do get a hammer. I remember like I mentioned it back in the reveal trailer, my video about that stuff. I thought you would get a box or something, but no, you just get a hammer. So when you have your hammer, everybody has that. When you take the hammer out, that's when you could, fortify stuff, or and in certain locations, obviously, you can't just like start putting sandbags anywhere, or put wooden planks on anything. It has to be on certain windows. So yeah, it's certain things that you can do to help out in that matter. Unless you're support, then you could do way more things. You could put like barbed wire, you could do like so much more stuff, and I think that's cool. So when you're support, you have the ability to do more than that. I didn't see anybody messing with no foxholes. That's another thing that they mentioned in the reveal. I didn't see nobody digging no trenches or anything like that, so that was funny. So yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about that right now. I don't think it's for me, to be honest with you guys on that one. Overall, I think I'm gonna like start wrapping it up now. I don't think that... I think I saw someone mention this thing, but I don't see Battlefield as that at all. That he mentioned that, oh, it's just, Battlefield, the beta, it just felt boring. I was just running from point A to point E to point C, and that was it. Like, he made it seem like that was it. Obviously, he had other points as well, but when he said that, I had a little gripe with that, because I was like, that's not the point of Battlefield. And if you are doing just that, and that's what you say makes the game boring, then you're doing it wrong. There's just so many things happening and that you could be involved in, and if you're just running from point A to point E to point C, that could get boring and repetitive, but that's not what Battlefield is, and that's not the only thing that you can do. So I don't know. I think that in that case, if you felt that way, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. That's just my opinion on the matter. Another thing I want to mention, it is not Battlefield 1.5 at all. I see a lot of differences to this game. Like, obviously I pointed out a few of them. I forgot another thing. Spotting. I thought I was gonna have an issue with the way they changed spotting, but no, not really. You just have to get the hang of the map, and then you'll know when something's not right across the map, and you're like, hey, that's a dude, or like, people don't have to have a red marker over their head so you can know they're bad guys, So I thought I was gonna have an issue with it because, I mean, my eyesight's not that great or whatever, but I still have fun gaming. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I didn't have an issue with that. You can still pinpoint certain locations, so somebody can pinpoint like that house area, and I'll look over there and see if that guy's peeking out a window or anything like that. Or I could just run in carefully to take him out. So I didn't have an issue with that. And yeah, when you do pinpoint a tank, that does get a little bit red marker on it, so that is a little bit different. So I like that as well. But I don't have an issue with the way you spot people or vehicles or anything like that at all. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, all the things that I mentioned, it is different than Battlefield 1. If you want to make it so simple as, yeah, but you're just shooting and you're in a war, then yes, a lot of games are the same then. But if you're gonna point out a lot of the details and changes that I pointed out, then no, it's not the same game at all. It doesn't have the same weapons, doesn't have the same locations or vehicles or anything like that. So I don't see it as just a DLC for Battlefield 1 in any way. And also, this is not Call of Duty's World War II either, because I know some people just said, or some people were saying that, oh, we just played COD World War II, this is just more World War II. In a way, yeah, this is more World War II, but it's done differently. It's done the Battlefield way, where you have a giant map with a lot of things happening, and if you want all that craziness and excitement and, you know, an actual battlefield with a lot of stuff going on and a lot of things for you to do, then this one's better. Call of Duty is just a twitch shooter. You run around, it's about the kills. Sometimes they have objectives, but some people don't even go for that stuff. They just go for the kills and the streaks. That's what COD is about. So yeah, it's fine if you want to play COD. I'm enjoying COD. I play that game all the time, but I mean, not recently. But anyway, I enjoy COD for what it is, and I know if I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna have 10 minutes of just running and gunning with my friends, and it's just gonna be funny, and I'm gonna get some streaks. Battlefield is not like that. Battlefield is 30 minutes of craziness and mayhem and capturing flags and riding in vehicles and fixing things, and it's just so many things that's happening, and that's why I like Battlefield more. But yeah, I understand if someone isn't into World War II at all. This game isn't for everyone, I don't think. But yeah, you're gonna have to like this stuff that I mentioned for you to enjoy the game when it comes out later on. So, in conclusion, those are my thoughts, and I really enjoy the game. I'm looking forward to it when it's ready, when it comes out. I hope they listen to everybody's feedback. I can't wait to play the final product and probably make a future video about that as well. That's my thoughts on the overall beta. A lot of stuff they need to fix, but still, Battlefield is still fun to me. Let me know what you guys think down below. Sorry this video took a little bit longer than I thought. Like I said, I'm really busy with other stuff and other games as well. I'm really enjoying Tomb Raider a lot, and Spider-Man is really awesome too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the beta, and are you looking forward to it? Let me know if I informed you of anything that you didn't notice in the beta as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video.